Gigantic has returned to the Ark platform with a load of new changes. Large changes to maps, a new UI, an overhauled stamina system, new player experience additions, and changes to creature summoning. Hello everyone, Geix here, and today we are touching on instant summoning and why it is, in my opinion, one of the worst set of changes Gigantic has ever seen. All of the large changes this preview weekend could each warrant their own video, but instant summoning stands out by making Gigantic into a completely different game. More specifically, this update has removed all the summoning times for creatures, including upgrading times, making creature spawns instant after a 6-second channel. To compensate for this, creature health was reduced by 15% on babies and 30% on adult creatures. Let me start off by saying that I believe these changes were, like most changes this patch, made to improve the new player experience and make the gameplay more straightforward. It has definitely succeeded at that, but at the cost of a large amount of strategic depth and fun I and a lot of other veteran players had with the game. In the past, upgrading a creature was a risk. You exposed a control point that was normally defended by a baby creature for at least 30 seconds, leaving it completely defenseless outside of the players. This would give the enemy team an opportunity to react by either making a push on the point that was summoning to try and kill the summoning creature while it was vulnerable, or putting pressure on the map elsewhere to draw people away and potentially pick an advantageous fight there. A lot of the thought and planning required to play Gigantic at a somewhat high level came from when to upgrade and how to exploit upgrade timings from the enemy. With these changes, all that thought and planning is now completely unnecessary. You only need 6 seconds without getting interrupted to upgrade anything, and immediately have the benefits of a fully upgraded creature. This makes it so upgrading your creatures has no opportunity cost, therefore reducing the amount of interesting decisions that are able to be made on either team. In the games I've played with other veterans, the game boiled down to getting your creatures upgraded as fast as possible. After that, the game turned into a brawl. Because it is incredibly risky to fight on points with upgraded creatures without a significant numbers advantage, even with their reduced health, the match would devolve into constant skirmishes outside of points to try and get a big enough advantage to take out a creature or get the rampage outright. Even for pup matches, there was little to no rotational play going on, no strategy, just all fighting non-stop. While it does make the game easier to understand and is less punishing to players that summon or upgrade at the wrong moment, instant summoning is turning the game into more of a generic team deathmatch brawler game without any of the strategic play Gigantic had in the past. It is actively working against the type of gameplay that made Gigantic unique among so many other MOBA-esque shooters on the market right now, and I hate that. Instant summoning is only one part of a trend of changes that have structurally stripped away depth from the game at higher levels of play. And I fear for the longevity of Gigantic if players are going to keep being treated like monkeys that can learn somewhat complex game systems. The huge success of games like League of Legends and other MOBAs, which are very complex games and require long periods of learning, should attest to the ability of gamers to learn these systems. Motiga is very obviously focusing on a short-term increase in the player base, which I don't necessarily blame on them as it was needed for the survival of the game. But if this trend goes on for much longer without creating more strategic depth for the intermediate level players and up, I don't see people staying interested for long, as Gigantic is going to be just another generic brawler and a huge waste of potential. Well, this was my take on instant summoning. What do you think of the latest Gigantic updates? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more Gigantic related content. And I hope to see you next time.